Hi guys, it's Jess from Honest Fiction and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing my October TBR. Alright guys, it is officially spooky season, which means I want to read all of the witchy books, the haunted books, the dark romance. I am so excited for all of the books on this list. Now, I will say I kept this list pretty short just because I've been having a lot going on in terms of work. So I will definitely be reading more than the books on this list, just possibly not as much as I normally do. The beginning of the school year, it's rough. But anyway, if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post new bookish content. You can also check out my Instagram and Goodreads, both linked down below. With all that out of the way, let's talk about all the books I want to read in October. So first up is a book I bought during the Audible sale, so I actually have a full audio haul video I will leave in the cards and the description, and that is Her Soul to Take by Harley Laroux. This is apparently very dark demon romance. So I believe from what I gathered on Goodreads, there is a magician that ends up, I think, dying and being controlled by this like occult being, and then our main character is a demon hunter or a ghost hunter, and they end up meeting each other, and it's a relationship between like the demon and the ghost hunter. And it just sounds interesting. It's getting a lot of mixed reviews. I posted on Instagram what was a really good dark romance, and there was a number of people that were like, oh, Her Soul to Take, but I didn't really like it. So I'm kind of nervous going into this, but it's a book I've been wanting to read for a while. It finally released via audio on September 27th, so I'm so excited to read it. I will be starting it next week. I'm actually vlogging reading this and the next two books I'm about to talk about, so that vlog should be out at the end of October. And next up is another paranormal romance. We have Heathens, and this is by Nicole Fiorina. This is the same author that wrote the Stay With Me series, which is one of my absolute favorite series. So I am so excited to pick this up. This was also recently released in audio. As soon as I saw it was available, I grabbed it. And I believe this is about four different witch covens, and then two members of each coven have a relationship. And that's all I really know, but I've heard nothing but amazing things. Unfortunately, I don't think the second book is out, and I was gonna wait until the second book came out before I started this. I really hate when I have to wait for like the next book, especially if they end on a cliffhanger. I don't know if this does, but just in case. But I figured it'd be perfect for my paranormal romance vlog, so I am gonna read it, and I'm so excited. So I actually think I'm gonna start this first, and I just cannot wait. And last up for paranormal romance, we have Sanctum, and this is a shifter werewolf romance. And this was picked by Tori of Novel Life and then Sam from Sam Reads a Little as their book club pick for October. So it ended up working out perfectly. It was part of the Audible sale, so I grabbed it, and I'm so excited to read it. I've talked about this before. I'm actually not normally a fan of werewolf romances. However, I just read Wolf Song, and it was amazing. So now I want to read more like werewolf romances. I believe this is enemies to lovers, and they're in like different clans, but not exactly sure. But either way, I'm very much looking forward to reading it. And for fantasy and dystopian, I want to read Poster Girl by Veronica Roth. I actually talked about this book in my September and October anticipated releases. So Poster Girl is following Sonia, and she is the poster child for this very stifling regime known as the Delegation. And eventually, because of the rules enacted by the Delegation, people have to wear trackers, and it's just really stifling. They are overthrown, and Sonia is put in jail because she was the poster girl for them. So then 10 years goes by, and one of the new leaders knows about a missing child, so she wants Sonia to find her in order to earn her freedom. And it's that story, and it just sounds very interesting. I'm a little leery only because Veronica Roth wrote Divergent, and I loved the first two books, and then it just kind of went off the rails with that ending. So I'm hoping I like this. This will be the only other book I've ever read by this author besides the Divergent series. So it should be interesting, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. I believe it releases October 18th. And next up for fantasy, this book is actually a reread, and it is A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is a Flesh and Fire novel, the first book in the Flesh and Fire series, and it's the companion series to From Blood and Ash. So, I love From Blood and Ash. I have many, many videos of From Blood and Ash, and I also have a lot of recap videos for From Blood and Ash. So, I will be recapping this entire book, which means I have to go back and reread it and tag it and do all of the fun things that do with doing recap videos. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I am looking forward to reading this book again. I really enjoyed this. Daddy Nitos is everything. And I'm doing all of this in preparation for a Light in the Flame. That might not be the name. I'll leave it on the screen. Which is going to be released in November. So I will definitely have the recap video out before release date, and then I should have a prediction video also out for what I think is going to happen in the next book. I just cannot wait to jump back into this world. And the last two books are romance, and I am so excited. This is another reread. We have It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This is by far my favorite Colleen Hoover book. It deals with domestic violence, so definitely check trigger warnings. But it's just such an empowering story, and just I feel like does a very good job actually representing what can happen in those type of abusive relationships. And also the romance in this is just everything. So I love this. Like I've said, I read this fairly recently, like I think less than a year ago, but I already want to go back to a reread before reading It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, which releases in October, and I'm so excited. So I am trying still to decide if I want to do a vlog where I reread this and then read It Starts With Us, or just do like a spoilery It Starts With Us vlog where I react and get all emotional. So let me know which vlog you guys would prefer, if I read this and It Starts With Us, spoiler free, or if I just read It Starts With Us and like cry like a baby, because I know I will. So I'll also ask on my Instagram. But I cannot wait to read both books. All right, guys, those are some of the books I want to read in October. Please let me know down in the comments below, what book are you most looking forward to reading in October? And I said this already, I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday, and if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I will see you all next week. Bye.